So far from today's experience, the chairs behind us right here, I was in there and like at first it wasn't that bad, like it was just far away, but then they kept getting closer and closer and like screaming stuff into my ears, and it made me realize how hard and tough they had to do it. Like I would not be able to take that. So it's kind of like seeing, like feeling it in person it's made it so much powerful than it was before.
I think for me, it was the Jim Crow laws. I just like reading them over and like remind myself like the certain things you couldn't do, or like you're not allowed to do, and what the consequences were of like doing that. And like I'm doing it now. I'm going to Georgia State University, so I'm like, oh well, I probably wouldn't have been able to do that like my grandmother or somebody like that.
Since I'm living in Atlanta, like where everybody's black, like my teacher's black, my mom's black, my doctor's black, I haven't really experienced racism like hands-on firsthand. So coming here today and seeing and reading and seeing the photos and being immersed into the experience, I feel like I got a firsthand experience of like how evil and dark racism was.
I think it's actually opposite for me because I come from Columbus, Harris County, Georgia. So I'm not used to being around a lot of black people all the time, and that's why I wanted to come up here. So I think it didn't change anything for me. It just reinstated exactly what I've already seen before, and like reminded me like just because I live next to them doesn't like change, because I see Confederate flags like down the street from me. So I was like, it doesn't change anything for me. It just reminds me what's happening.
It matters because it gives, like I said, it gives you a first-hand experience. So if you were like, I was, for example, not a person like black or like a different like, race, I would tell them to come here, especially if they're like have like racist ideologies. I would tell them to just take a step into this building and listen to these people's stories and feel the people around you and hear like even like people walking by, the way they're speaking about stuff. You just listen and be in it, and you'll realize and you'll feel like how the saddenings of people, and I think that will change some person's mindset.
It matters because people really start to believe like after a while, like in 2026 now, like racism either doesn't exist or like black people really didn't go through anything like that crazy, like oh we just went through slavery. But like you have to remind them with this place, like there's like times over and over and over and over and again. It wasn't like slavery ended and that was it. Like even during slavery it was like a genocide practically. It wasn't even like slavery, it was genocide. And then like they still have things going on after that like keep you from doing stuff in the future, or keep you from like, they'll be like, oh well you have generational wealth now too because you can build it. Like no, the only reason I might have it over somebody else is because we did a little something different, we lived in a different place. But a whole bunch of other people that you can find around, like even in Atlanta, like